What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Patrick here. Moving on to the next video, we got to simplify each of these expressions here. So starting with number 1, we got 12 plus 3 to the power 2 minus 9 minus 5 in brackets to the power of 2. So let's pretend that we're doing these without a calculator, and I'm going to show you two ways to do it. Sometimes the first way is easier, sometimes the second way is easier if you're not using a calculator, depending on the numbers. So starting with number 1, the first way you could do it is just manually. And so what we would do, we would add the two numbers in the bracket first. That would be 15 to the power of 2. And then we'd add these two numbers, or subtract these two numbers, and it would be 4 to the power of 2. Then 15 to the power of 2 is 225, minus 4 to the power of 2 is 16, right? We do the exponents first before doing the subtraction, and then that would give us 209. Now another way to do this is to recognize that at this point, the 15 to the power 2 minus 4 to the power 2, that's actually a difference of squares. So you can do factoring on that. If you remember a difference of squares in general, if you got a squared minus b squared, that's equal to a minus b times a plus b. And so this here, if we take this related to this, so the 15 is like the a, the 4 is like the b, we would have 15 minus 4 times 15 plus 4. And so this would end up being 11 times 19, which would give us 209 as well. So with these particular numbers, probably this way was easier. These aren't too big of numbers, and so squaring them is not too big of a deal if you don't have a calculator. Now let's pretend that we're doing this one without a calculator as well. Well, notice here, if we follow the same procedure, we would have 1001 to the power of 2 minus 999 to the power of 2. And so now, doing these without a calculator, it's a little bit more hectic. And so if we take this and use this strategy, because this is a difference of squares as well, we would do 1001 minus 999. Then 1001 plus 999. And then notice that this bracket would just be 2. This bracket here would be 2000, and we'd end up with 4000. And so in this particular case, I feel like this way was quicker. So it really depends on the numbers. I feel like the more space there is between the numbers, the more space there is between these two numbers, the more difficult it is. Because there was so little space, then this bracket was smaller over here, and so multiplying these two isn't too bad, right? So multiple ways to simplify expressions in this format.